community to me is more than just a group. To me, it's about encouraging, it's about uplifting, it's about finding your people. Getting into coaching, I'm really seeking, how can I serve? How can I help? Because who knows, maybe your one comment somebody comes across and it's like, oh, I get that, and they reach out to you. Right now, it's the season of build for me, and I'm building this community not by myself. I would like to build it with you all too. Welcome back, Bold Move Besties, to another episode of She Built Success. Today, we are talking community because it's like a real thing. And I'm not talking about the cheesy kumbaya. I'm talking about how I'm working to actively build a community. All right, so let's get into it. Community. So this season, like I said, is different. It is one where I am processing through real time the various elements, not only in my business, but this next phase and structure of my business. And one of the things that part of this platform of She Built Success is just that community. And how I interact, how I engage online, I want to share a little bit of that because I feel like that's what you need to hear at this moment. So let me just go into it. Let me give you real examples. So online, I typically like Instagram, on LinkedIn, even on YouTube. I'm not so much of a commenter on YouTube, but on LinkedIn and on Instagram, I am. And on Instagram, like if I see someone that likes a certain makeup brand, I know I like that makeup brand, I'm like liking their post and then commenting back. Or if this in their stories, I'm sending them a message back saying, I really love this brand. Like, for instance, somebody had posted about Denise Meyrick's palette. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love her products. And I have a boatload of her products. And it's a genuine, like, excitement. Like, I like that. And I see a part of what I like in what you like. And so I just make the comment and send the encouragement. Or another individual that I follow really likes color and fashion. Now, granted, right now I'm wearing a shade of gray, but in general, I like color as well. So I'm like, dude, those color combos are fire. Like stuff like, or, I like this particular one. Where did you get that set from? And it's not a semi or LTK. It's really let me get in the DMs and have those conversations. And to me, that's the beginning of community. So I'm not talking about like a Facebook group or a circle group, which those have their places and there's a time for that. But right now, for me, I really am looking for building the community in the sense of like comments and engagement and DMs and voicemails. Y'all, this is like, what are we at for? Season 4. I have a voicemail since season 1 where you can ask questions, where you can, and I've only had one person actually take me up on it and actually use the voicemail, which was actually pretty sweet. But it's there, and it's there because, to me, yes, you could send an email, yes, you could send a text, but sometimes just the intonation of the voice sends a different message than just a flat text message that you're then reading in your own voice, which for me, I read it in my voice, I think. I don't know. But anyway, community to me is more than just a group, right? It's more than just a curated group of individuals in like Facebook or in a platform that holds community in that regards. To me, it's about encouraging, it's about uplifting, it's about finding your people. And in this season of She Built Success, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm finding my people. I'm looking for you to say, hey, I like organization. I'm type A. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a partner. Like all the things, that is exactly who I am. And I'm looking for people to like help complement each other and encourage. Like if in building this next phase of my company, and specifically it's working with small businesses and entrepreneurs, and building this next phase out and getting into coaching, I'm really seeking, how can I serve? How can I help? It's almost like a collaborative build. I'm not here pushing an offer yet. I mean, and when I say pushing, I don't mean it in the weird way. I just mean I'm not at a point where I'm ready to say, here, this is what I can serve. Yes, I can put together a bunch of things, but it might not be the things that my community wants, right? And so for me, at the forefront and in the beginning is, how can we just start a simple conversation? Like, don't be scared. I think I might be dating myself, but it'd be like, don't be scared, that kind of thing. Don't be scared. I don't bite. I do like talking, and I do genuinely respond to DMs. Sometimes if a platform allows, I'll do a voice note, or otherwise I will do a video back. But it's a real thing. I mean, point in case someone had found me on YouTube, found an episode on YouTube, and I was talking about my systems and workflows. And I was telling them how I have this brain dump feature on my phone. Well, in the episode, I talk about a brain dump. I created a brain dump on my phone so that if I'm thinking of something, I just put it on my brain dump and then it gets into my Airtable. And they reached out to me. So they saw the episode on YouTube. They reached out to me on Instagram and they were like, hey, how'd you do that? And in my head, I'm like, oh, okay. So all I did was I can't remember if it was a comment. I believe it was a comment because I just commented back and I was like, thanks for finding me over here. I said, all I did was set up the Google task and then I set up Zapier and then I set up the Airtable. And so it would take care of it for me. And they were like, cool, I'm gonna try it. Like it's a little interaction relative. That's not to minimize the interaction, but it was an interaction that I was like, this is cool. Like somebody else is trying to try automation. Like for me, that's what lights me up. That's what's exciting. Like being able to have those kind of conversations. Or I've had comments on YouTube, which bot or not, I don't know, but it was a comment, actually it was a little bit of a dialogue on purchase cards and what that looks like and how the government takes payment. And I was trying my best to provide the answers that they were looking for as a comment. But in the same regards, I was like, hey, I also have this resource here and pointed them back to the websites in case they needed more information, right? And so it's really, again, it's the interaction. It's the discovery of new people and new things. Like, I don't know everything. I know I don't know everything. I have my own lane and my own area of expertise that I specialize in, but I don't want to go down a path of building something in a box or in a vacuum. Like right now, not everybody, but right now there's a lot of me talk. Like this is about me. This is my show. And yes, it's She Built Success hosted by Claudia. Yes, I get it. But that's only because I'm the one having to do all the talking. I'd like to talk to you too, maybe have you on as a guest, but right now it's a season of build for me and I'm building this community not by myself. I would like to build it with you all too. And building this community with you all starts with the comments and starts with the DMs and maybe even the shares. I do see some shares of content that's going out. And I appreciate that. I genuinely do. I just like to know, like, well, what made you share? And yes, I go back and I look at the analytics, but that's hard numbers. Like I need the qualitative data as well, which is you and your voice and your tone and what resonated with you or what do you want to know that I might not have shared? And I get it. You don't know everything I know, just like I don't know everything you know. But until we have that conversation, because that's part of community to me, that's that next step. So this whole season is really going to be you hearing some of the unfiltered, and not that I'm filtered, but the more thought behind what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. And so there may be some iterations of I might stumble here, or I might, miss a word or a cue here, or I might, go back and repeat myself a couple times, but that's like my legit thoughts. And this is where we are. And I'm excited to continue to bring you in this journey of building a community of entrepreneurs, small business owners, parents. Like, I don't know. I say that because we hold many titles, and I mean, even myself, I'm all of those, right? And yet I still know that my people, the people who resonate with me, are out there, and I want to have conversations. And so in order to do that, in order to start that, it takes just this conversation. At least I think it takes this conversation to get started. And I don't know, I challenge you, even for your own. You might have a community or a niche or a hobby that you like to do where you have your people. What does that look like for you? Is it fulfilling? Are you looking to expand? Are you looking to shrink down? Maybe you're everywhere and stretched super thin. But to me, community is more than just a collection of people. Like there's interest and there's dialogue. And for me, it's here to help support and contribute, right? And it's not just me. I guess is all I'm trying to say. The whole point of a community, right? So yeah, as I continue to kind of talk this out loud with you guys, because you guys are my therapists, not therapists. So as I get to talk this out with you all, just what that looks like for this particular season, I encourage you just to think about your own communities and what that looks like. Hit me up in the DMs. Let me know, or in the comments, if there is something that you want to see in a community. Like what's something you look for when you're seeking out community or seeking out others with similar interests? What are some attributes that you look for? Because that'll kind of help me to understand you a little bit better, right? Let me see. There's one more thing I wanted to say because, every time there's homework, I kind of gave you a little bit of homework, which is think about your community, give me some attributes in the comments. But building in isolation is not fun. And that's not my intent right now. It really is to build with you all. So your homework, Bold Move Besties, is to leave in the comments what are your favorite attributes of your communities that you're in, or what is something you want to see that you don't see right now. You never know. So until next time, Bold Move Besties, I'll catch you on the next episode of She Built Success. Bye.